Derry, what's the matter with me?
Fever, exhaustion, shock, minor concussion.
Where'd I get the concussion?
From getting kicked in the head. You've been asleep and delirious since Saturday night.
Derry, I'm never gonna make up all the schoolwork I missed, and I have to go to court. Will they split us up? Put me and Soda in a home?
I don't know, maybe. Johnny left this for you. It's a copy of Gone with the Wind. Said he wanted you to have it.
I could never finish it. I never get past the part where the southern gentlemen go riding into sure death because they were gallant.
Get some rest, kid.
The hearing was the day after. Jerry really surprised me.
Bob had been drinking. He was drunk. When he took me home, he said he was going back to fix Johnny and Ponyboy for picking up his girl, and when I begged him, he told me to shut up and get out of the car. He wasn't himself. He was crazy. And he was like that when he got drunk.
Sir, it was our fault. They only fought back to look like Bob was about to kill Ponyboy. It was self-defense.
The judge talked to one of my teachers and the doctor. When he called me up to the stand, I was scared stiff. But he hardly asked me anything at all. How'd I like living with my brothers? What about school and stuff like that? He told me to quit messing with my hands. And then he said I quitted, and the case was closed. I wish I could say things went back to normal after that, but they didn't. Especially me. I started running into things, like the door. I was lucky to come home from school with both shoes on and the right notebook. I wasn't hungry, and I was lousing up on my schoolwork.
Ponyboy, I'd like to talk with you about your grades.
I used to make A's in English, mostly because Miss Syme has us do compositions. She's real good. She makes you think.
Ponyboy, your grades have really dropped. You're failing this class right now, but I'm taking into consideration the circumstances. If you come up with a good semester theme, I'll pass you.
Yes, ma'am. What's the theme assignment supposed to be about?
Anything you think important. I want your own ideas, your experience, at least 5 pages.
What, like my first trip to the zoo?
If you think it's important.
Well, you know what's not important?
What isn't important?
Schoolwork! Why all the sweat?
Take it easy.
I'll have to get a job as soon as I graduate. Might as well drop out now.
Oh, you're not going to drop out. With grades like yours, you could get a scholarship. We could put you through college.
Big deal.
Listen, Johnny and Ponyboy were our buddies too, but just because they died, you don't quit living. You don't give up.
Look at Soda. He dropped out, and he's okay, so you can just lay off.
Anytime you don't like the way I run things around here, you can just leave.
You guys... What's the matter with him?
He lost Sandy too.
She's in Florida with her grandmother. They're writing to each other. She'll be back.
This letter came in the mail this morning. It's the one Sandy wrote for Soda Pop. It's marked, Return to Sender.
Not even open?
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, really.
Look, Ponyboy, I'm telling you the truth. I dropped out because I'm dumb. Look, I'm happy working in a gas station with cars for the rest of my life. You would never be happy doing that. You have to understand about Derry, too. He just wants you to have the chance that he missed. You know, we can't keep getting hacked off at each other anymore, because we're all we got left. If we don't have each other, we don't have anything. Pony, if you make it, you're making it for all 3 of us.
What do you say, kid?
You two get out of here. I got a theme assignment to write.
See you later.
You'll think of something important.
Yeah. Something important. Johnny's handwriting.
I asked the nurse to give you the book so you could finish it. I want you to tell Dowser the sunset. He'll think you're crazy. But ask him for me. Listen, I don't mind dying now. It's worth it saving those kids. Some of their parents came back thinking, and I knew it was worth it. The guy who wrote the poem, he meant you're gold when you're a kid. Like green. When you're a kid, everything's new. Dawn. It's just that when you get older, that it's day. The way you are, Pony Boy, that's cool. There's still a lot of good in this world. Tell Dallas. I don't think he knows.
Here, buddy. John. Semester composition. Teacher, Miss Simon. Ponyboy Curtis.
When I stepped out into the bright sunlight from the darkness of that movie house, I had only two things on my mind: Paul Newman and a ride home.
Let me clean it.